had to learn and understand that there's no such thing as waiting for the perfect timing. It's either you're going to put in the work or you're not. What's up, peoples? It's your girl Alexis Renee. What's goody, what's poppin'? How's y'all day going? Y'all, we are this close to approaching the finish line, and I feel like it's only right that we start preparing for the new year, but we have to do it the right way. I know I'm not the only one, but in the previous years I will always make myself a vision board for the new year, and I will always expect that the things that I put on my vision board will come to pass. But guess what? It didn't. So here we are again, trying this again, but this time I'm doing things a little bit different. I want to be a little bit more intentional with my goals for this year, so I am going to be sharing with you guys how I am setting my goals for the new year. On the day that I'm filming this, it is December 20th. By the time you guys are watching it, it's probably gonna be like December 28th, but your girl has been working a little bit towards her goals. I made sure not to wait till the last minute to, start getting ready for the new year. Normally, I just wait for like the new year to happen and be like, okay, I'm gonna change myself, la da 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 da. No, this year I started like a month prior. I literally started at the beginning of December, and literally I've already been seeing a decent amount of progress. I don't know if you guys have seen my previous video, but I kind of did like an overview of how I stay organized as a beginner YouTuber, and as you guys know, one of my goals is to be a successful YouTuber, and that is definitely one of my goals for the new year, and I am going to be putting systems in place to make sure I achieve that goal. There's also other goals that I have, and I'm also going to be going over it with you guys and giving y'all like a little overview of how I'm going to be putting systems in place. The one thing that I want to mention before we get deep into the video is the importance of just starting. I had to learn and understand that there's no such thing as waiting for the perfect timing. It's either you're going to put in the work or you're not. So right now I am here to tell you, if you guys are watching this video, start now. I don't care if it's 2 days before the new year, start now. I don't even care if it's 3 months into the new year, start now. What are you waiting for? Change the scenery. So I have my handy dandy iPad with me. On this iPad I wrote down all of my goals and the questions that I asked myself to generate these goals. One of the first questions that I asked myself was, where do I see myself a year from now? Another question that I asked myself was, what specific achievements do I envision for myself? And what skills or knowledge do I want to acquire or enhance? I'm gonna share with you guys some of the goals that I have written for myself. Of course, one of those goals is to be a growing / successful YouTuber, to hit 1,000 subscribers in addition to 4,000 public watch hours. Another goal of mine is to create better healthy eating habits, to eat more of a plant-based diet. Another goal that I have for myself is to build a stronger relationship with Christ. And kind of like in relation to like the previous goal that I just stated, I want to obtain some of the qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman, and also to be a little bit more comfortable with being uncomfortable, to do different things, to start doing stuff like more on my own. Those are like some of the goals that I have written down. I'm not gonna share with you guys all the goals that I have because not everybody needs to know. I feel like it's definitely important to sometimes keep things on a low and just wait for it to happen, because I feel like a lot of people, they can wish on your downfall. You can tell somebody that you have the goal to do something and they'll automatically kill that goal or like shut down that idea that you have. Not necessarily can they stop it, but they definitely can. They could definitely put negativity into the atmosphere, and sometimes that can end up like affecting you. So, but I did share with you guys some of the goals that I am comfortable with sharing with you. Based on the goals that I had written down, I also asked myself another question. I asked myself, based on your responses above, what are the qualities that a person should have to achieve those goals? I feel like that's definitely an important question to ask yourself. I feel like in order for you to obtain certain things in your life, you have to start, taking on some of the qualities that it takes to get there. In order for me to become or to achieve some of these goals that I have for myself, the qualities that I need to have is to be productive, not lazy. I have to be organized. I have to have a solid daily schedule / consistent morning and night routine. I have to be disciplined, God-fearing. I have to put Christ first in all that I do. You know, I have to speak positive and highly of myself. You know, I can't be afraid. Those are some of the qualities that I would need to have in order to achieve these goals for the new year. This time around, I made sure to create goals for myself that are realistically attainable and to set goals that are not really materialistic. I feel like in order for you to be able to attain certain things in your life, materialistic wise, you have to focus on getting to that specific state. It's definitely okay to like have goals, like materialistic goals. Like if you want to buy yourself a car, or you want to get yourself an apartment, or I don't know, a laptop, whatever the case would be, I think that's absolutely fine. But I also believe that in order for you to obtain those things, you have to work on other areas in your life. Or if you want a car, like there's more to it than just, you know, putting on your vision board that you want a car. Like, are you financially stable? Like, are you in the place to, you know, actually afford a car? If that's not the case, you have to start working on yourself. You have to like go get a job. You have to, you know, find some streams of income that's going to help you get to, you know, the goal of, you know, buying a car. This year, I just want to be really intentional with my goals. Make sure that I'm like really like reinventing myself, improving on myself, like different qualities about myself, not really to focus on like materialistic things or anything like of that nature. Last but not least, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I am planning on achieving these goals. So like I mentioned before, one of my goals for the new year is to become a successful YouTuber and to get my channel to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 public watch hours. Again, if you guys have watched my last video, I've literally been putting steps in place to help me with that. Definitely one of the main points that is helping me to get to this place is to be more organized and to have structure. One of the questions that I asked myself was, how can I break down these goals into smaller actionable steps to stay focused and consistent? I know that some small actionable steps that I can take in order to get there is to build a solid routine and to be consistent. I've been consistent with my morning and daily routine and making sure that I get up every morning to be productive and to get things done, to film, edit, do anything that I have to do to get my channel to where it needs to be. One thing that I should really like start doing is to not be really too focused on like the number. Like the number does like kind of determines your growth a little bit. Like for real, like I really need to not be too fixated on the number and to just set small goals for myself, like each month or like each week or whatever. Set like a specific number of subscribers to hit, a specific number of, you know, watch hours to hit, like not even anything crazy, just to like gradually like increase the number to see like my growth. I feel like that could be like some small actionable steps that I also can be taking. Another goal that I have for myself is to eat more of a healthier plant-based diet. I kind of like discuss this a little bit on my channel here and there, but me and my mom have really been trying to like eat plant-based. Yes, it's definitely a gradual change in regards to like changing your diet. It's definitely something that's not going to be easy. I think for me, that we're just starting to eat a little bit more plant-based is already a nice start. Another thing that can help me to, you know, actually just be completely plant-based again is to take small actionable steps that is going to help me, you know, to be consistent, to gradually get myself to that place. One week I can eat plant-based 3 times a week. Next week make it 4 times a week. Next week make it 5 times a week. And then eventually, like, you know, be consistent like with eating plant-based every single day. I feel like that is another small actionable step that I can be taking. Another goal that I have is to grow a stronger relationship with Christ. I feel like my relationship with Christ is already strong. I just want it to be stronger, if you know what I mean. There are some days where I'm not like always like in my Bible, but like I'm always talking to God. I'm always like having a conversation with him. Like I don't go without a day without talking to him. I definitely want to be a little bit more proactive in regard to like, you know, Bible study and things of that nature. I really want to have like a dedicated time, non-negotiable time that I am going to be sitting down reading my Bible, like literally like studying it, evaluating it, and like incorporating it into my daily life, and also just to get closer to him and understand God better. To be honest, I feel like what I really need to do is to just set like a specific time, a non-negotiable time, that like at this time you need to be Bible studying. Another goal that I have is to start taking on some of the qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman, and I feel like this ties into the last goal that I have for myself. Matter of fact, in the book of Proverbs in general, it basically just, you know, gives you instruction of like how to live like your daily life. Especially in Proverbs 31, it talks about like how a woman should like kind of live her life. I believe some small actionable steps that I can take to, you know, acquire some of those qualities is to, you know, again, just to like go back and to read the chapter of Proverbs 31 and to slowly incorporate that into my life. For example, one of the qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman is that she wakes up before her family. She wakes up like real early when it's dark outside, before the sun even comes up. Like something that I can start doing is like literally getting up in the morning and waking up before the rest of my family does and get stuff done. Not only like will it help me to do better, it could probably also help me in regards to like my YouTube channel and other goals that I have for myself, just to help me build up like a strong morning routine to just be consistent and to just get things done. For example, another quality of a Proverbs 31 woman, she is a hard worker. You know, in order to be a hard worker, you gotta put in the work. You gotta get up every morning. You gotta, you know, be productive, not be lazy. Like those are some qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman. Day by day, like I can slowly incorporate some of those traits or those qualities into my daily routine. I have another goal. So I mentioned this goal earlier. This goal for myself is to be like slightly like a little bit more independent, I guess, to be okay with like running errands by myself, doing things by myself. I feel like every time I leave the house, I'm like with my mom or like my sister or something like that, and I think like I've come to the point where like I'm literally afraid to do things by myself. That's not like the best thing. So this year, like this is like a self-improvement thing, and I had told myself some small actionable steps that I can do, that I can put in place to, you know, start being a little bit more independent and like being comfortable with doing things on my own. It's to just like start going out by myself. It sounds easier said than done. So for me, I literally was like, okay, maybe I should set specific dates where I leave the house and it's literally just me by myself, and that I go do something, whether that's going to the store, going to get some food, just something small like that, just to set days aside to just learn how to be comfortable with doing things on my own. Those are some small actionable steps that I'm planning to put in place to help me with that. Alright y'all, this is going to conclude today's video. I hope this video gave you guys a little bit of inspiration of me, you know, kind of like going through with you guys on how I'm planning to reinvent myself for the new year and how I'm like planning out my goals for the new year. Just a reminder that you do not have to wait any longer to, you know, start working towards becoming the person you want to be. You just gotta start. You just gotta do it, you know, put a little bit of measures in place, you know, set small actionable attainable goals that like you can actually achieve, and like literally as long as you put in the work, I believe in my heart that it will come to pass. Like the work will pay off and you will begin to see it. Like I said, it's only been a month since I've been totally consistent in like my daily routine, and I've already been seeing a lot of progress, and literally all it is to just put in the work and to just do it. Like there's no such thing as the perfect time. You just have to do it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and that you also hit that bell notification so you'll be notified for any time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.